Hello. We have another game, and this time it's the old mirror match, which could be very interesting. I don't know how many times I've actually played a Skaven versus Skaven, but I can only imagine this could be disastrous. I suppose I should try and look at their team. Okay. Let's see. 3 gutters, 2 storm vermin, which has might blow. Okay, they have a juggernaut right as well. Basic thrower. Okay, they haven't leveled up, but they have no guard. I guess we can look on the bright side there. And yeah, aside from that, yeah. Oh, it's gonna time out on me for a moment here, which means we're gonna lose some of our thinking time on what we get. I don't think we have a lot. That I think we were 12. We might be very close in team value actually. We might not have to make a decision here. We might go straight in. But sometimes when you're looking at the other team and they go to okay and it's going to transition to your, you know, what you want to spend on, it does this kind of freeze and then, yeah, and then server errors. Oh, so we have the same team value. Okay, so I was kind of right. Okay, so this is a bit scary because we have the same team value, but they have 13 players. Yeah. Oh, and they've got off to a very good start. 5 wins. Okay, looks like they score a lot. I don't really know why I'm looking at all this. Let's just get in. We don't have money to spend on anything, so there's not really a big decision to make. Should be interesting though. I fear the Mighty Blow, although we do have Mighty Blow on the Rat Ogre. What do we have on ours? We have, I think, on our Storm Vermin we have Tackle, like they have a Tackle, and we have Guard. I think. So, you know, we may pay the price for that, because, you know, you trade off. The Guard, in theory, will pay off nicely because it will give us more favourable blocks, but you know, if they start to take our guys out with that Mighty Blow, then it hasn't really done its job. Okay, we get to go on defense without thinking, which is nice. Also, what's nice, I suppose, is that we can pop our guys on the front here. Our loners. I think we're going to do a classic setup here. Oh boy, there's not much we can afford to put on our front line right now, which is... Yeah, I don't like having to play on my gutters. I don't like it at all. Oh, and we don't have our... we don't have our tackle, I just remembered. Okay, that's a problem. That is for certain. Yeah, I feel like this could be tough. Because we're very even teams, but I guess our extra gutter runner... Yeah, it's really the extra gutter runner, I think, and maybe the guard on the lineman that's making the difference here. As to why we're even though the 2 extra players. Because we both have Rat Ogres. In fact, we haven't even brought one of our Storm Vermin, so... I don't know. Paying for our... I guess we're also paying for our fan factor, right? Did that pay off for us? Let's see. Yeah, I mean, in theory. Depends how the kickoffs go, of course. Yeah, this should be interesting. I mean, the good thing, I suppose you could argue, is that the Storm Vermin with Mighty Blow is not the same one that has the tackle, so that's something. So he'll probably use the Mighty Blow to try and wear down our line rats, and the tackle to go after the gutter runners. We'll see how it goes. He might foul as well. Probably depends on how the casualties go. Okay, he's definitely going to foul now, but I suppose so are we. So he's going to knock down our 2 guys here, and then the Rat Ogre will go against the Rat Ogre. I'm assuming from the 5-0 win streak that he's pretty solid. But we'll just take it as it comes. See what we can do. Definitely getting hit with tackle here. Oh, there goes one of our loners. It's amazing how strong Mighty Blow is against a rat team. Coming straight in for this because this is his other block. Okay, that's a good result for us though. Bit early for using greedy reroll, so I imagine he'll just take the both down, which means we'll get to hit him back, and we could potentially drop back and foul him. We'll see what else happens. Okay, that's also good. So now he doesn't currently have the 3 dice. Well, he wouldn't get 3 dice anyway, what am I talking about? This is always going to be a 2 dice, but he needs to add another assist here. Case of Frenzy Trap. I assume he'll do that, otherwise I'd be very surprised at his record being as good as it is. Although it's easy to kind of forget when that you haven't knocked the guy over, right? So I suppose it's not like he's not gonna... There we go. I wonder if he'll drop a foul on him as well. Just got gutter runners, so that's a bit risky probably. So the Rat Ogre's going to end up in contact with us, but that may not be the end of the world. Apart from the fact that he's knocked us over here, which is the end of the world. And if he gets him out, then obviously... Oh boy. Wow, what a first turn. Are we willing to be without Mighty Blow for the game? I mean, we're going to be without Mighty Blow for the... Yeah, no, we're approing it. I mean, you know, what are we saving players for, really? The postseason? Is he going to attempt to throw? He's probably... Nah, he might not. I was wondering if he was going to do a little pass off here. So I would say we paid the price for going on defense first, but actually we didn't choose to go on defense first, so, you know, what can one do? Alright, so things being as they are, what we're going to do is we're definitely going to try this. Yep, that's what I thought. I knew that was going to happen. Okay. So, that being the case, talk about the inverse of how his turn went, eh? Okay, that's solid there. See, if we're going to do the injury to stun trade, that's not going to go well for us. Yeah, I had a feeling he wasn't going to go down. I really wanted to go down and jump on him, but wasn't to be. And of course we've left guys in contact with him there, so he could basically move this guy in and take out our gutter runner, and we've used our outpost, so not good. I mean, it's a bit early to lose hope, sure, but definitely not good. What's his plan here? This is 2 dice against. Okay, so he's going after that gutter. So the good thing here is that he needs a power to knock this guy down. Didn't get it, which is solid. And we're not going to worry about the ball for the moment, I don't think. We're just going to try and get as many hits on him as we can. So he's going to go for this guy, obviously. I mean, you don't have any kind of hit here. Well, I guess you've got a 1 dice here. But it's a 1 dice into block, and you can't make it any better. Got him. Colby going out would be unfortunate, but strip ball isn't going to be as effective this game. Okay, we're back to stuns, that's okay. I mean, ish. But we've got a lot of catching up to do because we're already 1 down. Well, we're 2 down for the half, but 1 down overall, and we've got a lot to catch up to get to a good place. Yeah, you've got 1 dice, whatever you do, and it's only on this guy. So committing more guys in here, I don't know if it's okay. I mean, he knows that was going to happen, right? We've got guard on both of these guys. He's kind of given us more hits here. Admittedly, if he knocks him down, which he probably will, then he'll be okay with it. And I assume an armor break to stop us getting the guard. No armor break. But that does make this more awkward, for sure. Okay, so what do we have here? Could do like a blitz. Okay, I think here's what we're going to do. We're going to bring this guy here so that we get a block here. We're going to bring this guy here so that we can blitz 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and then come back around here. That's the theory. We need to hit as many line rats as we can. Oh, we'll hit him that way. You stay. So that gives us potentially 2 hits there. Very nice. Stay for the assist. I'm not going to have anybody for fouling, unfortunately. Very nice. Follow. Because I'm actually wondering about fouling this guy instead. Dislike. Yeah, okay. It's going to be that sort of half, I see. Maybe I got too greedy. I mean, that wasn't really greed there because we were actually minimizing the number of blocks we were going to have to do there. That's just not having block. So we lost a reroll and a guard, which is a real bad combination there. And we are yet to injure anybody. So overall, I'd say this is going pretty poorly. We've used our Apo. We don't have our Rat-Rogue on the field. Is there anything else bad that I could say? I mean, we lost a loner, but that wasn't the end of the world. But so far, this is going pretty perfectly for him. We do have both the Mighty Blows down, so he's only getting one Mighty Blow hit this turn. If you want to look on the bright side. So he's probably going to tackle, he's probably going to blitz here. Oh, he didn't. Okay. He's got a Juggernaut, so this is also pretty safe. Yes, this is a tough little situation here. We're really having to work to get anything, and it's not really coming together. Just trying to have a think about what we can do here. I guess that means we don't necessarily need to, yeah. Okay, we'll follow. Yeah, the stun. Okay, we knocked him over though. Okay, not as good. Blitz here. Okay. I just got to keep remembering that as of right now, this isn't too bad. It feels bad because we're not doing what we want, but that doesn't necessarily mean the end of the world. It's just, you know, it's really easy to get in that mindset of, wow, things have gone really wrong for us. And we haven't done a lot to really necessarily warrant them going wrong for us. We've been doing pretty normal, sensible things. We've just really not had the... I suppose like in the last game against Orcs, where we got some lucky armor breaks. This time I feel like the rolls have kind of, so far at least, gone pretty against us. And unfortunately they've gone against us in a way that lets our opponent punish us further like this. So yeah, it's hard to know. I mean, there's a chance here that I'm gonna just try something wild, for lack of something better to do. I also wonder about just laying down till the end of the half, but the problem is they do have 3 bribes and 2 subs, so if they don't start jumping on us like crazy. Let's see how they set up with the ball here. Are they going to bring it down a bit further now, or...? Let's see. She's just going to put one gutter each side. I mean, obviously, as of right now, that's not safe. Okay, that is safer. Okay, you're getting the tail on those guys would be a big help. Can I get an assist? I could get an assist from that guy. There's no real good way through after that, though. So I think we'd be looking at 2 dice against. Nice. We'll stay, because why make this harder on ourselves? Let's see. We may as well come in from this direction. I'm going to reroll because I don't see much other hope for the rest of the half. Nice. Which one do you want? We'll follow. Okay, excellent. I don't think he's going to Apo a base level thrower. Oh boy, where is this going? Into a tackle zone, unfortunately. Now this guy dodging is super bad. We're on a 3+. Well, I guess it's not super bad. Okay, nice. How far can you go? Pretty far. Four plus. Oh, it's just like last game. Okay, it ended up kind of near to where it would have ended up last time, so I'm kind of okay with that. That's about as good a scatter as we could have hoped for. That's exactly what almost did us in last game, right? Total fumble. Now, I know fumbles are easier if you're... I forget exactly how the rules work for fumble. I mean, one's pretty much always a fumble, but I think it's like a sliding scale, so I think you can fumble on higher. So I don't know if like a 2 or a 3 would have just been inaccurate, or if they would have been fumbles as well. I can never remember. But still, we really made something happen there. It's probably not enough to, in the end, unfortunately, to really stop things, but it was nice, right? It gave us a momentary feeling of like, oh. Unfortunately, we just didn't have enough gutters up to have somebody that could slip away with the ball to anywhere effective, because obviously we were going to be in reach of his tackle, whatever we did there, so I didn't try and sort of hold on to it. It felt like just a bit of distance might be best. Although arguably his gutters would have got up there anyway. It's very hard to get it out of their range. A much less useful tactic against Skaven than against more bashy teams. A failed pickup here would be pretty sweet though, because that would give us a chance. Or if he double ones on his... Oh, he almost did. Fail it. Nope. It was nice while it lasted. Is he gonna... He's not gonna hand it off, right? He's just gonna sit in a nice pocket there. Oh, he did try and hand it off. Oh, he got lucky there. He got so lucky. Oh, if it had fallen here, that's like half us. Suddenly we're scoring. And we're feeling a lot better about this whole situation. Now he can kind of consolidate this and oh, I'm sad about that. I mean, it's Skaven, so what do I expect? You need to make this hit before he comes through. Maybe he'll have a bad... I mean, obviously this isn't totally safe as things stand. He'd like to get somebody else in there. Could just bring this guy around, maybe. A push is nice. Does it let him through? No, not now, it won't. He'll have to go around the top or around this way. Oh dear. Okay. Okay. Game on. Kind of. Okay, so let's see. We get an assist from the thrower. Oh, this guy's trapped up though. I still think this is probably the play. Yeah. Tackle is going to hurt us here, I bet. So we're going to try and push him. Oh, we knocked him over. Even better. We stay for the moment. I knew it was going to go there. But that's a good thing about not following up. Oh, there's no good way to get on that either. I'd have to come around like this. That's kind of unfortunate in a way. I think this is still where we want to be. Used our dodge already. Failed the pickup. I think we're going to re-roll that. We're going to fall over, aren't we? Nope. Okay. So here we can choose where we land when we inevitably get pushed into oblivion. I'm going to leave this guy where he is because it kind of... He's going to have to pow him to get him away from this guy, and this guy is obviously the most worrying. I think I'm okay with where everybody is. We've just blitzed through all our rerolls here. Let's see what he decides to do. He might take this hit. I mean, he probably will because he really wants to use this guy, but he also has some of our other guys in the way. So I don't know if he will. This is a little bit awkward. His best bet may be gutter runners here, and he's bludged all of his gutter runners, so he doesn't have any wrestle ones. I mean, arguably, if I had moved up, maybe I'd have caught the ball, and this guy could have gone up, but this guy is very easy to knock down. Plus, if he had fumbled it, it could have gone to this guy, right? So I wanted it not to be in the vicinity of as many gut runners as I could from his team. Oh, we got it! What do you know? What can you do against such things? Okay, so what's this guy's route? Oh, the Rat Ogre failing here would be amazing. I mean, the one saving grace that we potentially have is we can choose where we go when we get tackled. And if that means going to the sideline to try and hope that it fumbles out and goes somewhere crazy, then that's what we're going to do. It could hurt us just as much, but obviously dropping it right here is not going to be great for us. So he's making this the blitz. Oh, he's making this the blitz. So he gets a push here, which is good for him, because otherwise that would be a disaster. But what is this? What was the? Yeah, I don't understand. Yeah, I guess we just had a really effective wall around here. I presume he's just going to block this up and make it very hard for us to get away. And this guy maybe needs to just come up here or something, just to try and stay in range of us. It's kind of awkward for him to get through though, because of how these guys are positioned, because he really wants to be on this side of us. I assume he was going to put the Rat Ogre kind of here if the tackle went well. But now he's certainly in an awkward position, so how's he gonna make this work? Is he gonna do some dodgy dodges? There goes Brie. No long-term effect, so that's nice. Okay, he's just gonna put the tackle on us. I mean, honestly, that may well be enough. Okay, he didn't quite make it. I can't really do a whole lot here. It's pretty much just run for it. Unfortunately. And yeah, this guy getting here is a real pain. But there's nobody else left on the field really. How many down are we? With 2 injuries, 3 KOs, and him. So yeah, we really don't have a lot on the field. I could dodge this guy around. What have we got? 1. Oh, if I had a reroll, I'd probably do a push here and push this guy into here, push this guy into here, push this guy into here. Yeah, I would have to... It's just not worth it. I mean, I could do this. And then try and loop over the top and pass it to this guy. But doesn't seem worth it either. Let's see if we fall over here. Okay, we didn't. So now I've got some difficult decisions to make. I've got to run for the corner. Okay, we made it into the corner. I'm surprised. That's not enough. I needed to knock that guy over if I wanted to get here. What else is useful? I guess this. And he needs to be on here, unfortunately. And that's all we've got. Okay, so just going to try and get the tail on us. Which is going to be a 4+. This guy will probably come up to sort of here-ish. I think I'd put him here and then put the tackle like here. Unless he's going to try, he could try and get the tackle on us and the Rat Ogre on us. Okay, yeah, middle makes sense as well. I guess this guy might go first, because his rerolls are more reliable. Unfortunately, even if we do score, which, I mean, it's certainly possible, like, he's going to make it harder, assuming he gets both the Rat Ogre and the tackle up there, because then you're looking at a 3+ with no reroll, which is obviously not the best. There's 0% reason not to reroll on turn 7. Okay. Well. Ooh, an injury there would have really, really helped things along. I mean, I have to go in, unfortunately. And I can't make a block because no reroll. I basically just have to take this in and say, go ahead and one-turn me. I don't want you to one-turn me, but the chances are he'll get a pretty good chance at it because we've got so many injuries and KOs, we're not going to be able to probably fill up the back line. One coming back is not very many. Yeah, I can't fill out the back line, which is most unfortunate. So what we're going to do instead is the wacky thing of actually setting up to try and defend the one turn. You know, try and make it as hard as we can to actually make it happen. What else can we do here? I don't really want you on the front. I don't really want you on the front there either. Okay. I'll see how he does. Because we like literally don't have enough players to block off the back line. So blocking off like most of it doesn't help. We may as well make the first part harder. And this makes the first part a little harder because he's trying to push his gutter runner through these players back here as well. He does have the Rat Ogre. So assuming he's going to use the Rat Ogre to get the Frenzy Blitz, you know, that's one thing that could go wrong, right? It looks like he knows what he's doing. He's eyeing this up. I've made it as hard as I feel like I can probably make it. I don't know whether these two guys should be here and here. I was worried that would leave the middle too open, but I may have left it too easy to push him out of an angle here. But time will tell. You know, you don't often have to defend one-turners in this fashion, where you don't just put everybody across the back line and hope that they fail the dodges. So it's a little trickier. But it'd be fascinating to see how he does. I'm presuming Rat Ogre in push D. You know what? I don't know that that's what's happening. How is he going to do a hit first? It'd be really interesting to see because it is not my known style of play. I mean, this guy is obviously the guy that's going to try it because both the other gutters are at the back ready to receive. Ooh, perfect defense should be good. That might put an end to it. Where'd the ball go? Okay, the ball went there. That's good. Do I just run everybody else away now? I don't think he can do this. I really don't, so I think I can run everybody else away. I guess just in case, we should make it harder on this side, seeing as that's where he'd probably have to do it from. I really don't think it's possible, but... yeah, I guess those are the guys that we have to sacrifice. Okay, let's see what happens. Okay. I think we've prevented it here, but I didn't entirely understand his setup, so... But I feel like he has to push into this guy, so I think he's just going to be hitting us. Is there... Could this guy come around and do like a... Theoretically, but then he's pushing against the rat. The reason I put the rat ogre on the outside is because this guy is not who he wants to be moving. So I think he's just going for... I think he's just going to go for hitting us and trying to get maybe a foul on the rat ogre. Unless he's feeling more ambitious. I mean, maybe it's possible. The one thing I will say about doing a one-turner, if you can isolate the player, you've usually got a bunch of guys surrounding it, so you may be able to get two guys. That would be really impressive if he does it. I don't think he can do... Okay, he's going for this first, which worries me. Oh, well, that's a good start. Okay, he is passing to this guy, so I guess he's trying to go for an SPP. SPP got. Now, does he hand off to this guy? And if he does, is he still going for it? No. I think now that he's done this, he's not going for it. I didn't think he was going for it, but I just wasn't sure. I'm not a one-turning genius, so sometimes people can make things happen that you don't see. You know, they can make things happen even when it looks like they shouldn't be able to make things happen. Oh, Cottage. My new thrower. Okay. So, I mean, we're 99% gonna get knocked down and fouled here. I mean, 99% is probably not actually fair because he could have failed the the whatever you call it. Oh, he's... Hang on. What's going on here? Gut runners need to get 2 spaces. He can't do that, right? No, he can't do that. Why didn't he knock him over? Did he not have a knockdown? Yeah, he chose not to knock him over. Why did he choose not to knock him over? What have I missed? I think he confused himself. He's still going to foul us. Maybe he was trying to move us into a better position for the foul, but everybody's going to gather around and he's going to stomp him there. Oh, that was a handoff, so this is a pass. Oh, that's right. We have another turn. That was weird. Is what I'll say about that. Can't quite make it up there. Do I try and... I guess we do. Oh, this is where we... Prepare for... we'll do it with this guy. No, it should be this guy. Oh, hang on. You need to go here. Prepare for disaster. Or we could do this. That would arguably be safer. Which sounds like famous last words. There's no GFI here. I mean, ultimately it doesn't matter. He could get injured and he'll still have 11 players. So it's not a big deal. It would only be a big deal if it was a player that was worth actually taking out. That's our blitz, so that is the end of our turn. I feel in a weird way, right now at this moment, we'd both be happy with a draw, but I could be wrong now. Oh, that is solid. So we've almost got a team. He doesn't have a thrower, but if ever there was a time not to need a thrower, it's now. Because these guys are just as good as a thrower right at this moment. So do we try and block his front line and see if we get any takeouts, and then decide if we want to go fast from there? We don't have. Oh, we do have our thrower. Okay, that is nice. I mean, he's going to have gutter runners coming in at us, and we don't have a lot of defense against it because we don't have any tackles. So arguably, that's what we do. I think. I'd love to have a go at one of his danger players, but I don't really feel like I can. I kind of fear that we're going to basically get down players and then it's going to be very hard to sort of defend the ball from him. That is what I fear here. I don't want to commit too many players to this front line either, because we do have to respect the blitz here, especially being down players. I think that's as much as I'm willing to commit. We've got to try and shelter this as best we can. There's going to be avenues, but I also can't go right on the sidelines because of the rat ogre. Okay, quick snap is a pretty easy going one. Now I wish I'd push this guy one up. It doesn't really. I don't think anything here really matters. Yeah, nothing here really matters. I guess I could move this guy one square this way. Okay, how well defended is the ball? Can he get to it? No. No. Okay. Alright, good choice to start with him. I guess we'll bring this guy around. And we're already on the rat ogre block, so that's scary. Because he generally screws us over. Okay, so it's not going well so far on the old, you know, taking them out scale. Let's bring You here. Disappointing. So we'll pop him here. We'll follow. Means we can do a blitz with this guy. That'll do. Nice. And we'll pop you here. Do we foul one of these guys? I don't want to... I think he's kind of forgotten about fouling, so I kind of don't want to remind him about it. So I think we're just going to sit up here. We're going to try and pick up the ball. It's about as safe a place as we could hope. We got it. Gutter runners can't get to us. He can't get to us. I'm happy with that. We got gutter runners in places. Yeah. This isn't the best, because he can kind of envelop us a bit here, but we are technically now on one player down, I believe. Yeah. Yeah, I think we're one player down. So he's going to attack with the gutters, which makes sense. We do have our wrestle guy back here, so we've got something to go at gutters with, but yeah. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how he attacks this, because obviously we've got like a little core of gutters in the back here who are going to be hard to blitz. And if he I don't expect him to overcommit, but if he did, we could potentially just run up a little. I expect him to at least leave a gutter or two back. If he gets too aggressive, though, we can potentially hand it off to this guy or this guy and make a break for it. It's not really what I want to do. Ooh, Wild Animal Phase is not going to get re-rolled at this stage. So that makes us even more secure now. Now, after the way that we got the ball loose on his half, though, he may be feeling okay about taking a 2 dice into a 2 dice against into a thrower. Doesn't have the I feel like we did it with this guy, right? So we had the wrestle on our side, and the strip ball wasn't much use. So yeah, he'd be doing it with kind of similar odds. Oh, he's okay. So now the big question is, where is this guy going, and where is this guy going? Does this guy loop over? Kind of wants to just centralize him. Oh, he did. That's annoying. Ooh, ooh. Okay, I have a plan forming. Oh, he's worried about me breaking up this way, which is fair enough. Because the rat ogre's here and can make a block into this guy. That's not where I want to go, though. I want to go this way. Okay, well, a lot's going to depend on if we just get a push here. I may have to completely readjust my ideas. Okay, we got the knockdown, so that's real good. No injury, which is not as good. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's going to be hard to block this guy off. This guy could stand on this guy. But I think I need this guy here. Okay, I should do the handoff first, I think. Do I want it on that guy? Or should I give it to this guy? I should give it to this guy. Well, this is why we did this first, because we might need to recover here. Okay, that's good. Actually, you can go all the way, so we've got like a theoretical handoff option. Okay. Alright, so that's as good as we can do there. I'll take it. 10 seconds to do some shenanigans. He wasn't really helping over here anyway. I'd have liked to have gotten the Rat Ogre as well, because the Rat Ogre could push in here and be a real pain. I don't think this is not a safe position. I don't feel great about this, but I also didn't feel great about what was happening down here. And I don't think boxing up is gonna work. We may have to do some pretty wild stuff here. I mean, he could arguably... It might be rerolled this time. Oh, and he got it. He got the learn. That was big. He's down to 1 reroll. What happened last time that he had to reroll? Oh, a failure there on that loner would have been... I mean, that would have been almost game, essentially. So now he's in. And he should be able to block us off fairly well here, but I'm not counting us out. Obviously the Rat Ogre's horribly out of position, but there wasn't a lot we could do about that. He at least spent a turn taking a guy out, which is something. I guess the good news is that even if we give the ball up here and they score, there is still time left in the game. I know maybe I shouldn't be talking like that already, but, you know. But I am. Gotta have contingencies, right? Yeah, it's gonna be very awkward to do much here. How is he down to 1 reroll? I'm trying to remember the first turn. What did he use that on? I honestly don't remember. Because he failed that. Oh, hang on, did he re-roll the one back? No, this is the recent one. That's the first one. Oh, he did re-roll both his wild... Oh, he re-rolled his... Okay, he did get... I just totally missed it. He must have done it so quickly I didn't even see it. Wow, that is... that's quite controversial to re-roll that. I actually have a 1 dice here. That is very worth considering. can I turn it into a 2 dice? Not in a way that is... I mean, I could bring this guy... I could do a 3+ dodge there. That's actually kind of worth considering. Okay, I'm thinking about that. Let's do some stuff that doesn't, you know, that ultimately is not gonna in and of itself affect everything. I think I have to do it. I think it's got too much potential not to attempt. Okay, not as good as I was hoping. Yes, it was worth it. Whew. Okay. That is real good. We're against Skaven here, so that is not the game, but that is probably at least a chance of a draw. I'm willing to concede that that should give us a reasonable chance at the draw. You know what? My thrower is essentially a line rat at this stage. I don't think we can ultimately really defend ourselves here. So I think what we're going to do is admit that. Whoops. Oh, this is a tense game. It's always tense playing against a team that can just score really fast, lots and lots. But you know what the good thing is? We're also a team that can score lots and lots really fast, as we just proved. Was that too risky to attempt? I don't think so, because as you can see, even the push gave us a 2+ and then a 2+ with a reroll. Well, 2+ with our team reroll, and then a 2+ with our built-in reroll. So we kind of had rerolls on both these 2+, which I'd very happily use to get the scoreline the way it is. The really risky thing of it was dodging the guard around, but it was just such a perfect setup to get the chain push on the other guy to get him out of the way as well, that it just felt too perfect. And obviously, had we knocked him down, then we're looking at like a 1-2+ with reroll to get out, if that. Knocking him down no, I think even knocking him down would have... I don't think it would... It might have been enough to force a hole, I can't remember. But either way, it would have been even better, because we wouldn't have had to worry about the tackle. He'd have been down and we'd have just had to dodge past that one gutter runner. So, yeah, ultimately, I'm happy with the decision, because we also could use the reroll on the guard coming round, and we were kind of expecting him to knock him down. Obviously, had we used the reroll on the guard, that would have been a lot more scary. But, you know, we didn't. I felt like the risk was worth taking there, because, you know, he'd managed to sneak his rat ogre over there, and we were really penned in there. So it felt like, let's just, whatever we can do to get out of this is probably worth the risk, because it's just going to get worse. It's hard for us to get away from the rat ogre. The beautiful thing about that setup was not only was it kind of did so much for us, because it pushed our guy forwards to free up a space. It pushed the other, this guy who was there, it pushed him down. By moving forwards, we got off the rat ogre, so it made our dodge easier. There was so much in there that made it the play to do. Yeah, there wasn't much I could do to stop this apart from just hide at the back. We'll just drop in backwards. Alright, we're okay with stuns. I imagine he's going to try and score fairly quickly, maybe coming down this way. Because if he scores quickly, he still has a chance of getting a result out of this. Because, you know, obviously injuries and whatnot, or just bad fumbles. Oh, did he get an extra reroll? Well, that really undoes all of his greedy rat ogre play on the first turn there. But I suppose he was a bit unlucky with that, so I suppose I shouldn't begrudge him. Alright, so he's going to push for a... maybe not next turn? I mean, you have to double GFI to get this guy in next turn. So it looks like he's going to go for a 3-turn overall, which I'm kind of okay with. I mean, I'd rather he didn't score at all. That's a bit of a risky place to go, isn't it? Is he going to plug this hole somehow? Can this guy get over to plug the hole? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Not really. Oh, we paid the price, big time. Well, I'm sorry all those people that love rat ogres, myself included, but we may not be playing with one for a while. I don't understand what he's doing here, if I'm being honest. The one problem is it's kind of awkward, so... maybe he just feels safe about the player that he's got there, but... okay, maybe he's seen it now, but it's too late. So we could move out of the way, get another guy here and just go for the 1 dice with the thing. That's probably safer, because we could make to get a 2 dice with this guy, but he's unlikely to not come over. This guy's much more likely to get a result. So let's do this. I mean, the fact that these guys are guard doesn't really help at the moment. And let's see if we can wrestle this free somehow. We're just trying to avoid a skull here, which we inevitably roll. We don't, okay. We'll push it this way. Oh. Okay, that's... oh boy. This guy's gonna get surfed. Done well on pickups. We've got 3 rerolls, so there's no reason not to just run as far as we can. This guy I think can pick... Yeah, okay. The reason I'm not seeing it is because he can go anywhere. So there's no point in throwing it into the corner because that guy will just go pick it up. We're better off holding onto it with our blodge. So yeah, interesting decision from him there. We definitely got lucky with where it bounced to. But at the same time, you know, if you just give a free hit like he did, we didn't have to make any roll before making that hit, then, you know, obviously it's going to have repercussions. I wish that we had our sidestepper doing this, but, you know, you can't have everything, right? Oh, he's just going for the 2 dice here. I kind of expected... Well, it makes sense, actually. Okay, are we going to use that reroll again? Yeah, I'm going to dodge that. I mean, it means it's going to trap us in, but, you know. If we're going to fall over, I'd rather fall over next turn. Probably knock this guy over with the mighty blow and then hope that the rat ogre can get across. If I had to guess. A lot of what we're doing now is stalling. I'm definitely unhappy about the rat ogre, but at the same time, we made a choice and it was always risky. We could pay further for it, honestly. We'll see. I mean, there's no reason why this guy shouldn't get surfed, I don't think. Unless he just has some bad rolls. Because it's like a push to here, a push to here, and then a push off. Although that does involve 2 of his gust runners, so he may feel like they're more useful elsewhere. We'll see. Depends how greedy he's feeling. Okay, he's feeling it. Didn't work out. I mean, maybe it did. Nope, didn't work out, so that's nice. But that still frees up the gutters, so whilst he probably would have liked to have surfed this guy, it's not a bad result overall. If you're wondering why I haven't been fouling, it's because he doesn't seem to be fouling, and he's generally had the man advantage, so I haven't wanted to remind him that fouling is a thing. Arguably, we have better players that are falling over as well, so I just don't want him to be thinking about fouling. Okay, he's gonna... So I guess this guy is gonna come over. Plug in the hole here or something. He's not. Okay. Well, that's not what I expected, if I'm being honest. I mean, this could go very wrong at a number of stages. I feel like the 1 dice attempt to push and then slip out is the best. Okay, we used our dodge there, so... I mean, we could have tried to go through there, but... We're going to try and put this in. We've fallen over, which is a real bad start, but honestly we're going for this whatever happens, because we're kind of in a poor situation man-wise, or rat-wise. So... we gotta do what we gotta do. Despite the risks. We've got dodge, we've got our runners. Let's do rat things. the percentages aren't as horrific as they seem either. I mean, you get so used to failing 1+ dodges all the time, or not 1+ dodges, but you know, 2+s, that you become afraid of anything. But there's something to be said for not fearing it too much. Now we don't have a rat ogre anymore, which makes me a bit sad. I guess we'll pull these guys in. Good news is our record's going to look a lot better, and we're going to be the first dent on this guy's record. I will say that his record's impressive, considering where his team is at and sort of his style of play. It's an impressive record. But we've now dented it. It always feels good to put a dent in a 100% record. And I guess even though our team was kind of broken and we were down a couple of players on him, you know, our full gutter runners have really proved their worth in this game. Probably more so than anything else. I feel like anything of value that's really happened has been because of them. And maybe I'd argue that we've utilised ours more effectively than he's utilised his. Okay, we get an extra reroll. Does that put us to 4? No, that puts us to back up to 3 rerolls. So we've each had a reroll. But it's going to be hard for him without some serious game shenanigans to score 3 touchdowns in 4 turns. So that touchdown there makes me feel a lot better about our situation. I don't know, he seems to keep forgetting that guard is a thing as well, which is also confusing me, because his record's so good. It suggests that he, you know, he's up on all that stuff. But there's a few, I was going to say number, there's been like at least a couple, maybe more, where he's set up seemingly not remembering that guard's a thing, which is interesting. So I think maybe to some degree he's a little less, yeah, and it's kind of caused him issues now. I guess he can, yeah, because these guys are both suffering from guard, so he's going to have to do other stuff first. So that would maybe suggest that he's not super experienced. He is going to try and kill our gutter runners though. Probably just push us in here. I think I'd have pushed that in. Especially if he's... Oh, he just brought it around here and stopped. I thought maybe he was going to try and score fast. But seemingly not. Yeah, with the one turner, I was like, well, this guy definitely knows what he's doing, because he's kind of set up for it. I'm still not going to foul. Until he starts fouling, until he remembers and starts fouling, I'm not going to foul. So he needs to do this one first. And then he can do that one. Well. Okay, he went for the reroll. So he can now stay and do this one. I mean, maybe also he's just rattled by how poorly... Oh dear, here goes Feta. Okay, just the flip round, that's good. He may just also be rattled by how poorly things have gone. So I'm not too worried about score now, I'm just trying to get as many people off as we can. We'll follow that, because that'll let us get another assist in here. Let's get you in there. Hang on, that's not going to work, is it still? Oh, you're on a 1 dice as well. I don't think I can quite get anybody around. The problem is this is a 2 dice against because... Okay, well let's do this. I guess I'll take the 1 dice here. Okay, that's fine. Not the best, but it's fine. And then I think we can do the old... Gotta run a 2 die on a... That works as well. Okay. Now this is a prime fouling opportunity. I may regret this. When he fouls me more effectively. And I don't know why I'm leaving this guy out by himself. Yeah, I might regret that as well. I just wanted to at least get a stun on him, because then it's 1 less guy to rattle our bones. And he's a big annoying fellow to take down as well. So we may now have to endure 3 turns of fouling, which is my own fault. But you know what? We've had a good game. If our team breaks, we've had a good game either way. Arguably the victory is more important, especially when, honestly, each game, you know, we're sort of playing for, you know, on a, what am I trying to say here? I have no idea. I'm not even going to finish the thought because I'm not sure what it is. It'll be interesting to see if he throws a foul this turn. If he does throw a foul, that means he probably did forget about it. Or he was just playing, he plays by a strict code of conduct, which now that we've broken, he's going to break as well. He seems to have forgotten about scoring, or is just not worried. Maybe he's gonna. Maybe he is gonna score. Maybe he's gonna try and get a hit in, and then I feel like he should try and score. Yeah. But probably he's gonna do whatever he's gonna do first, unless he was just trying to surround us. No, he's probably gonna do like a yeah. Okay. The good thing is he's got Juggernaut here, which we had as well before. His untimely death. Oh, and then he gets the 2 dice, the 3 dice. Ah, because guard was off. Okay, so now I imagine he'll score. Thankfully so, because we're just going to get squashed here. Alright. Creedle Blade. And here's where we attempt to do Operation Stay Away from him. Not good luck on the knockouts. We initially had bad success, but then it kind of pulled through. So let's see what he does here. So what does that mean? That means he's down 2, and I think we're down more than 2 now, right? Since the Rat Ogre died, yeah. Stilton had a good run. He did some effective stuff before he went. I don't think he ever really surfed a whole lot of people, but he was there. I wonder in the end whether guard would have been better. If we get another one, I might get guard, just to really bolster, you know, because there are a number of times where guard would have probably been more useful, because you're not always blitzing. I know I was like, well, we don't have very blitzy storm vermin, so we'll probably use them to blitz, and we did. But I don't know that was necessarily the ideal situation. I like Juggernaut, but maybe if we get another one, we'll try Guard first. Or we'll roll a double and get Claw. Do we get Claw or do we get Block? Oh, I don't even know what I would choose. Probably Claw. But a block Rat Ogre is so good. So Brie is, I think, coming back. This guy was a rando. So what we're going to try here is running away. Could go horribly wrong. But it's a favourite tactic of mine when it gets towards the end of the game. I guess we can kind of set up a little closer. And then run away. If he gets a blitz, this will look ugly, but honestly, probably not much uglier than whatever else would happen. Perfect defense is bad because he can now move the Rat Ogre and the Tackle in here. Yeah, that is a problem. Ball's over here though. That could be interesting. Honestly, we might not try and pick it up. We'll see where it bounces. It would be nice to get an SPP on Cottage, I'll admit. Yeah, this is overall a bad situation. I think we're going to change tactics here. I don't know that it really matters. I don't think we can get... If they weren't all together, we could get a guard in, but I don't think we can get a guard where we want a guard. So we might just be still running away. Oh, it's a touchback, that's nice. So we can just hand it off to him. Okay, let's see if we regret this. So we're just going to drop back, we're going to attempt the pass. And then we'll see how many gutters we can get away, if any. Let's stand right next to him. Let's not be silly about this, even though it looks better if you're a square away, but... Nice. Okay, so you first. Arguably you're next most important, so you next. Okay, very nice. Sweet. Okay, that went very well. Is there anybody we want to try and get an SPP to? I mean, arguably this guy. Right, maybe? I don't know. Maybe not. He has to stand on the front line a lot these days, so probably not. Could try and get Dry Jack another one. But yeah, if he's going to score, we're going to let him score on turn 16. That is the plan. We're just trying to preserve as much team as we can here. We left this guy up as kind of a sacrifice. Because he can get the blitz on. Oh, this guy made the oh, he used this guy to... Okay, that's quite a nice tactic. So what he did was he used this guy to blitz even though he wasn't actually going to make the blitz, which means that he can move on a 2+. That's good thinking there. I always forget that that's a thing, but it's a very solid plan if you don't think you're going to do a blitz. So yeah, what we're going to do next turn is the exciting tactic of just moving a little bit further back and doing another pass. I guess we'll just get Dry Jack to try and pass. Let's not overcomplicate things. I'll probably put this guy on the line, because if he wants to surf him out with the Rat Ogre, fair play. And then we'll squash everybody else in the corner. Just have to be slightly careful that we don't let ourselves get sort of multiply pushed out. Multiply? It's not really a word. Alright, so you're on the line. You can go behind the line, I guess. Actually, we'll keep you on front. We'll pop you here. We'll pop you here. Pop you here. Pop you here. I'm in danger of getting myself multiple surfed here. I think I may have squeezed this in too far. If he surfs us, it's my own fault. I think he can surf this guy. So if he goes in here, he pushes to here, and then, oh, but yeah, the second one is obviously pretty hard because of the guard here. So there's going to be assists happening that are going to be very difficult to get rid of, so if he wants to get the full surf, it's going to actually be quite tricky, thinking about it. Hence why he's trying to put this guy in, I think. It's probably not worth it, honestly. I mean, that's not great odds for what he's going to get out of it. But, you know, if it works, it works. I don't know, does it work? I don't think it doesn't actually stop any of the assists. I don't think that this does anything. Unless I'm just missing what he's going to do. Because when he pushes through, he'll still have the guard. There we go. And he'll still have this guy and this guy. So I don't think that's going to cancel any assists. So I think, unbeknownst to me, our setup was okay. I probably should have just stretched it a little bit more. I was trying to get as few people out as possible, but I guess in the end we sneakily lured him into into making a move that ended up getting him nothing from it. Do I stick with that? I think so, because I think that gets me a... Does 90 get me a Storm Vermin? I think 90 for Storm Vermin, 80 for Gutter Runners. So we don't want Breakkut, and we don't want Slinre. Oh, Pepperjack got... How much SPP did Pepperjack get? 8. Oh, not as much as Monterey. Dry with just the 1, and then Cottage with just 1. What a crazy game. What a crazy, crazy game. But, I mean, you know, it's Skaven versus Skaven. It's going to be a crazy game. I hope it was fun, though. It was certainly... it got less and less tense as it went through, but I was still scared because, as we proved, Skaven can do silly things that you don't see as possible when you're the other team. Thankfully, we were the ones doing it that time, not them. I think, if anything, he was a little passive with his gutter runners, and we were maybe over-aggressive with ours, but it's what they're for. Oh boy. Oh dear. Oh, we could get strength. We could get strength here. Okay, so I'll take you through the options. We got plus strength, +1, which is strength. That is really good. Strength 3 gutter runner, very, very good. But you've also got guard. Guard gutter runner, extremely good as well. Really useful. Then you've got mutations. Some of these are really nice. 2 heads, so dodging ridiculously easily. I mean, tail's not bad, honestly. Extra arms though, +1 to pick up. That's not quite. That would be kind of cool on the thrower. The one that's real nice, that really tempts me is Big Hand, because you ignore tackle zones for picking up, which, as we proved when we played with Chaos, can be really outrageously helpful. And on a team like on Skaven, it's potentially better because your gutter runners are better at getting in and out and getting away with the ball. So you use the other guy to knock it out, and then this guy just goes into as many tackle zones as you want and grabs it. So that's heavily tempting. Horns is good, but obviously when you've been offered strength, that kind of goes out the window. Very long legs might be something to... I mean, that's a very long-term pick, and probably not on this guy. Oh, the extra arms helps for catching as well, which is quite nice. Hadn't thought of that. I think we have to take the strength though. It's like gutter runner's main weakness is strength 2. Arm value 7 is probably their second weakness, but that's all Skaven. Strength 2 is a big problem. Suddenly you've got like an actual pretty decent... That would give us 2 really good ball getters. Plus, you know, obviously it just increases, you know, if you get behind enemy lines. This guy, yeah, I think I have to take it. Much as I love the mutations, if I'd just been offered the double, I would take a mutation. No, I might take guard, I don't know. But when you get offered strength, I mean... Okay, I kind of wish it was the other way around, because this guy having strength would be nice. So we don't have any options except general or agility. What would be the next thing we'd want? Having a look around here. I honestly don't have a go-to. Diving tackle's not bad. Jump up's not bad. Although arguably you don't want to have to be jumping up. Not leap. Not sure feet. I mean, not sprint really. Not on this guy. This guy's your annoying guy who kind of gets in the way and stuff. Which makes diving tackle make the most sense. I honestly don't think there's anything I want more than that. I mean, you could get another strip baller, but I'd rather have that on the wrestle guy because, you know, that's kind of... Wrestle is such a good ball-taking skill, much more so than block. Block's not bad, but wrestle is like a... negates block on the other player, and usually players will get block on their ball carrier. No, not frenzy. Not tackle, not kick, not pass block, pro, sure hands. I mean, if you were not running a thrower, sure hands isn't bad. Dauntless is good, but on somebody that wants going to blitz. And now that we've got a Strength 3 guy, and the Wrestle guy, and our 2 Storm Vermin, I don't... Oh! Do I need to buy a Storm Vermin, or are we okay for Storm Vermin? We might be okay for Storm Vermin, it might just be miss. I've kind of forgotten. Shadowing you could argue for, but I feel like Diving Tackle is just works more often, and people forget about it. I mean, people forget about Shadowing as well, but... Yeah, I think we're going Diving Tackle. Sure Feet would actually be pretty solid. But this guy is not our go-to scorer. I think this is our utility guy. Yeah, we've got both our Storm Vermin. So I guess we're actually saving... I mean, we could buy Line Rat, but that feels like not the best use of funds. I feel like we save for our next Rat Ogre. And hope that we'd get a good amount next time. I wish we had a little bit more punch in the team. Now that we've lost a guy, our team is looking a bit sort of like it has no teeth. But we're 10-1. I mean, that's good. I'm happy with where we're at. We've actually inflicted 3 kills, which I don't remember. How many have we sustained? 6. So we're 2-1 on kills, which sounds about right for us. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm very happy with the Strength 3. I mean, arguably, there could be better guys to get it on. This guy would be sweet on, but there's so many skills that this guy would like. And as we prove this game, this guy kind of does his thing even at Strength 2, because you're just really trying to avoid skulls. Strength 4 Storm Vermin would be really nice. It would be wasted on the thrower. To some degree. I mean, it makes him annoying to take down, but yeah. Yeah, I think I'm happy with that. Sorry I'm waffling on here. That was some tough decisions to make. It's leveling up Gutter Runners once you get past Blodge is, you know, it's sort of trying to decide which way you want to turn the flavor. And I think I am probably going to get another Wrestle one to have a backup for this guy, because this guy is not going to live, I mean, he's just not going to live for very long, but even if he does, he's going to go out in games, and then if we lose him, we don't really have a backup to that. So I want to have another Wrestle guy, and we'll see what skills he gets on top of that. This guy now might... What else would we want? Probably Sidestep next. Unless we roll another double, in which case we might make him our actual ball carrier and give him like a nice mutation. This guy getting the double would have been nice. I might have chosen to give this guy guard, seeing as he's got the Blodge step. But it came the other way around, so I'm fine with it. Alright, that's enough waffling. I am going to disappear for now. Thanks for watching, and yeah, I will see you for next time, and hopefully we can keep this rolling. It's been a good old run with this team. Bye for now.